Ever feel like life calls you to step into something bigger, but the fear of leaving comfort keeps holding you back? Welcome to MindMuse Audio, and today we're diving into Built Through Courage by Dave Hollis. Part 1. The Comfort Zone Lie. You know that space in life where things are fine? Not awful, not amazing, just fine. It's safe, predictable, you know what to expect. But here's the thing, comfort zones are sneaky. They feel like peace, but often their presence. Dave talks about this beautifully. He says courage isn't built when life is smooth. It's built when we take the first uncomfortable step toward the unknown. Pause for a second. What's one thing you've been fine with for way too long? A job, a relationship, a version of yourself you've outgrown? Part 2. Courage is a muscle. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We think courage is something you either have or you don't. But Dave reminds us courage is like a muscle. You strengthen it by using it. Think about going to the gym. The first time you lift a weight, it feels impossible. But slowly your muscles adapt. They remember, they grow. Courage works the same way. The more you step into scary, uncertain spaces, the more you realize you can survive them. Ever notice how the first time you spoke up in a meeting, it was terrifying, but by the fifth time, it felt easier? That's courage in action. Part 3. Fear as a compass. Fear isn't always a sign to run away. Sometimes it's a sign you are heading in the right direction. Think about it. If a dream doesn't scare you a little, is it really stretching you? Fear can actually point you toward what matters most. Dave shares this raw truth. The life you want is often sitting on the other side of fear. Not comfort, not ease, fear. Pause here. What's one thing you're scared of right now that might actually be the doorway to your next chapter? Part 4. Identity shift. Here's where it gets deep. Sometimes we stay stuck, not because we don't know what to do, but because we're afraid of who we'll have to become. Dave writes about leaving behind old identities, the safe version of himself that kept him small. And honestly, that's terrifying. Because if you're not the person people know you as, then who are you? But this is the truth. Growth requires grief. You have to let the old version of you die a little so the new one can breathe. Think about it. What part of old you is ready to retire? The people pleaser? The overthinker? The overthinker? The one who always plays it safe? Part 5. Built through brokenness. Now here's where it gets real. Dave talks about struggle not as something to avoid, but as something that shapes us. He lost a marriage. He battled insecurities. He stumbled. And yet, those very cracks became the places courage seeped through. Ever notice how some of the strongest people you know didn't have an easy path? It's the broken pieces that often make you resilient. Sit with this. Maybe the thing you're most ashamed of is actually the thing that makes you unshakable. Part 6: Purpose over perfection. Here's a mindset shift. Courage isn't about being fearless, it's about moving with fear anyway. Dave emphasizes purpose. When you know why you're stepping forward, the how becomes less intimidating. It's not about perfect timing, it's not about waiting until you're ready. It's about showing up, messy, scared, uncertain, but showing up. Ask yourself, what dream feels too big right now? What if you stopped waiting for confidence and built courage instead? So, here's the heart of built through courage. You don't rebuild your life by avoiding fear, by clinging to comfort, by chasing approval. You rebuild it by leaning into fear, choosing purpose, and practicing courage, one day at a time. What part of that hits you the most? Pause and carry that with you. Thanks for listening to MindMuse audio. If this spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe, and come back whenever you need a reset.